back at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Bears ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield. It's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Dickey.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good.
He lets it fly. Upstairs, he's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Dickey. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bush is ahead. Plows through the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Morris. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Fields the punt. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. Makes the grab. Down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be 2nd and long. Throwing, Lagway. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Baylor!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Out wide left, it's Miller. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right side, it's Beal. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Breaks through, it's Morris. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lagway wants to throw. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Rid of it on the RPO. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quick give. It's Dickey. Sees an alley. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Left side is Eakin. Past the 30. Breaks free, and he might be gone. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already.
And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders! His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They'll go back to work on offense. Motion from the wideout. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Turning it on. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give is to Williams. Swapped immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Lagway on the play action. Buys time to his left. And he gets it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throwing, Lagway. Rushes on. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He's going to run it. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Lagway to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Beal. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Maybe a double pass. Under pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Got the 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the ground, it's Dickey. Crosses to 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the number 1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Unloads in the nick of time.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Using his legs, it's Dickey. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. Rush right in his face. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun. Still looking to his right. Looking to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hudson. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They're looking for an advantage to the right. There he goes! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him...
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Danzy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Lagway wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On the draw, it's Morris. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. See some running room. Got a little grass. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Rolling right and going deep. Got it down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Handoff Joyner running left. He's got the first down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Lagway, look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big fourth period waiting. So first down, we'll open up the final period. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Making the adjustment. Throwing, Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Handoff again. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
On the run, it's Dickey. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Joyner. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win...